Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Reginald, and in this video, I will do the final assignment of intermediate grammar, and I will explain the material about would. Would is an auxiliary verb, a modal auxiliary verb. We use would mainly to talk about the past, talk about the future in the past, express the conditional mode, and we also use would for other functions such as expressing desire, polite requests and questions, opinion or hope, a wish and regret. Would include to the modal verbs, and the modal verbs do not change their forms, like I would, you would, he, she, it would, and the form is modal verb plus to plus infinitive. For example, Nami would to go to the beach, but if it modal verbs, we do not use to after the modal verb, and the right example is Nami would go to the beach. Modal auxiliary verbs. The modal auxiliary verb would has a variety of functions and uses. It is used in place of will for things that happened or began in the past, and like shall, it is sometimes used in place of will to create more formal or polite sentence. Next is pronunciation. Would has same pronunciation as would, and would. The L in would is silent. Next, when to use would. We use would to talk about the past, talk about the future in the past, and polite request or polite excuse, preference, and habit in the past. Would for past actions. We often use would when we are describing our childhood. For example, when I was young, I would draw every afternoon. When I was young, I would ride my bike everywhere. Of course, you can use would for other repeated action that happened at any age. We can use would for repeated actions that happened more recently. For example, on our vacation last year, we would go for long swims in the lake. Before picking up my child from school, I would drink a coffee at the cafe. Would for the past. We often use would as a kind of past tense of will or going to. Example, even as a boy, he knew that he would succeed in life. I thought it would rain, so I broke my umbrella. Using would as a kind of past tense of will or going to is common in reported speech. Example, she said that she would buy some eggs. I will buy some eggs. The candidate said that he won't increase taxes. I won't increase taxes. Why didn't you bring your umbrella? I told you it would rain. It's going to rain. We often use would not to talk about past refusals. For example, he wanted a divorce but his wife would not agree. Yesterday morning the car would start. Would for the future in the past. When talking about the past, we can use would to express something that has not happened at the time we are talking about. For example, in London, she met the man that she would one day marry. He left 5 minutes late, unaware that the delay would save his life. Polite request or polite excuse. Using the word would in a sentence will give the impression of being more polite than not using would. For example, would you open the door please? More polite than open the door please. Would you go with me? More polite than will you go with me? Would you know the answer? More polite than do you know the answer? Preferences. Use would rather plus the simple form of the verb. It's common to use would rather in the shortened I'd rather form in positive statements. Use would rather to refer to the present moment or a future moment in time. Here are the structure. As you can see, there is form, positive, question, and negative form of preference. First one is positive. Subject plus would rather or I'd rather plus verb. For example, I would rather learn a new language than study math. Question. Would plus subject plus rather plus verb. For example, would you rather stay at home? Negative. Subject plus would rather plus not plus verb. For example, she'd rather not go to class today. Habit in the past. We sometimes use would rather like used to when talking about habitual past behavior. For example, every weekday my father would come home from work at 6 p.m. and watch TV. Every summer we'd go to the seaside. Sometimes she'd phone me in the middle of the night. We would always argue. We could never agree. That's all the material about would that I have explained in this video, and I'm sorry if there are any mistake of my speech. Thank you and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.